it's a concept they were testing with people in it. They did 10 dives with it. The first few times it can handle the pressure. It's like an elastic band. You keep pushing it and it will snap at a certain point. So there were warnings. Let's continue because there's a lot we need to cover.
Yeah, let's go.
There were warnings. 5 years of safety warnings about OceanGate expeditions. Damning records reveal that a catalog of claims made about Titanic submarine firm that were all ignored. Stockton Rush even said in the email, stop saying I'm gonna off someone. I find it personally insulting. After he said that after someone complained to him that there are safety concerns to the vessels they operate.
And who was it that complained? Was it a former? Was it someone that knew of the vessel, or?
It was a deep sea. It was. Let me share my screen again. Oh, I need to share it here. Uh, the leading deep sea exploration specialist, Rob McCallum, sorry, said he was potentially risking putting his clients at risk. He said it through a email.
Yeah.
So it was. It's not someone randomly who said it. It was someone who knows about deep sea exploration. There are multiple people who said some things almost went wrong. For example, we have someone saying, I could have went off the cliff, literally, in the Titanic submersible, but my dive was canceled. Reveals his trip was axed over malfunction just days before 5 were offed when vessel imploded. Submersible expert who took 2019 trip on Titan heard cracking noise, which signaled an area of the hull was breaking down, and it raised safety concerns in chilling email to OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush. It continues. Even Ross Kemp was invited. For those who don't know, Ross Kemp is a known for documentaries, and you might have seen him before. Let me share his face for you to you guys. You might have seen him before in documentaries all over the world about that's about the sea, etc. So even he refused to get into it because of safety concerns. They investigated the vessel and it was not safe. There are also tycoons who refused to enter that vessel. There is also, which is an even more inf- damning information about this. We all turned down the trip on a shoddy Titanic submarine, from the tourists who saw do-it-yourself light strip and thought again, to the ex-marine terrified by off-the-shelf components, and son who warned his dad not to board the unsafe vessel. There is this highly experienced, highly experienced um, deep sea specialist who was invited early on to this to the vessel to partake into one of the missions. His name is Robert Mester, and this is Robert. This is Robert, and Robert basically said, I went to take a look at the equipment. And he said, I'm gonna share this with you guys. He was offered first of all to join his predecessor, the antipodes, or whatever it's called, which later was uh, the Titan. He says he turned it down because of signing off the shelf equipment. Master said, quite frankly, I found something else to take my time up rather than taking the trip. The Titan has a carbon fiber hull, which, how do I put it? It's not a material that's ever been successfully used at great depths.
Mm. Incredible.
So this whole submersible was one big, as they call it in startups, MVP. They were running tests with people in it.
Well, seems more like the LVP. It's not. It's definitely not. If that's the most viable product here, then
Minimum viable product. Not the most.
the
Well,
M
the least.
minimum. If that's the minimum viable product, then and the operative word, well, it's the minimum product. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
But it's not a viable product.
It's not viable. Well, it seems that it's clearly not viable. They were testing, dude. They were testing. Basically, it's a concept they were testing with people in it. And
Yeah.
the fact that, like I said before, someone was hearing the noise, the cracking noise, which means that they did 10 dives with it. So every time it dove, it was going. The first few times it can handle the pressure, but the more you, it's like a elastic band. You keep pushing it, and it will snap at a certain point. And this was that point, because this happened at only 1.5 hour or 1 hour and 45 minutes
Yeah.
after they dove. So it couldn't even handle normal pressure.
Yeah.
It
Didn't
takes,
even get to the bottom. It didn't even get to the real pressure.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it takes, from what I heard, it takes about 3 to 4 hours to reach the
Something like
Titanic.
that. Something like that. Yeah.
So
4 hours, I think. Yeah.
it didn't even reach half.